running on empty. We don't look as if we're going to score goals. We're lacking ideas, but as soon as he makes an appearance, all of a sudden things sort of step up, and I think people sort of rise to the occasion when he's on the field. Big responsibility today because it looks...
It's they beat Spain 2-1, then we beat them in the return leg 2-0, but it was a team that again was very, very tight. The same things you've been saying about Wales. Oh, what an opportunity, what a historical opportunity, and what a great thing it is that such a small nation has got a chance, and how brilliant it is that to have somebody like Bale. You can say exactly the same about Slovakia. They love to be in this stage. I've been in the World Cup.
Actually said that he never seen him play, but his dad actually said that he was an absolutely fantastic centre-half, but he was a better centre-forward.
It just went away from him down the slope. Compton played relatively straight, outside edge, through to the keeper. When you're in form, you'd probably miss it, but when you're just struggling a little bit, that's when the outside edge is found. He walked off looking a desperate man.
He wears his heart on his sleeve, Nick Compton, and he looked bereft there.
He did, because he knows the pressure that was on him, walking out to bat, and that's Test cricket. Sadly, he's worked very hard. Mark Rambercash, the England batting coach, works with him. He'd be desperate to see a Middlesex player get runs. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. Now let's see what the selectors do.
The lead is 173, 45 for 1 England.
Pat Murphy, thank you very much. Commentary of that continues on Sports Extra. Meanwhile, in Marseille, ahead of England's match against Russia, which kicks off at 8 o'clock tonight, we heard earlier from our commentator Ian Dennis that the troubling scenes that we saw last night on the streets of Marseille have continued into today. Dave Deacon of BBC Coventry, what can you tell us?
Well, I was sat in a bar just a 600 yards from where the trouble was last night in the Queen Victoria. We were eating a pizza. Either side of the bar were two entryways. Suddenly, 200 to 300 England supporters come running down the entryway, almost in fear of their lives. There was lots of cheering, lots of roaring. We poked our heads around the corner, and there were men in balaclavas wearing black t-shirts, wielding knives, swinging indiscriminately at the England supporters, who retaliated by thrusting bottles towards those supporters. It was all very scary. Suddenly the police were firing tear gas into the England supporters, who had no choice but to run back up the entryways where those fans in the balaclavas and the black t-shirts were. That was about 10 minutes ago, Kelly. It's all calmed down a little bit. Currently, there's some England supporters with a Union Jack and St George's flag, with some Russia supporters taking photographs. But the supporters here in the Old Port are currently trying to find the best way up to the stadium and to get out of the area.
Dave Deacon, thank you very much for joining us to bring us that report from Marseille. And Andy Lyons, who's the Daily Mirror's chief